It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner. He's entering rarefied air with every interception, now up to 12 this season. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it's all
What
up
better
next
way to start off the afternoon than with some
Sports.
football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Rolling out to his left.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. So they come on offense now, readying for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
3rd and just 2 to go. They motion the tight end over. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. The Dragons getting their punter out there. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Motioning Chase left. From the gun, Stroud. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Gibbs now from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They connect on the deep shot. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons go up 6-0 here in the first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. That's caught, Devon A-Chan. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Throwing from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Has a man. It's A-Chan. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
8 yards on
The loss sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
at the 9-yard line.
Tua setting up to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got a first to begin the frame. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Gibbs. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Now try Gibbs again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dragons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Recovered by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Running it with Gibbs. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dragons capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
For a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 48.
First down, here's Tua. This finds Franklin. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. He'll cobble together a yard there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Gibbs. Gets up the edge to the 35. That play good for 17 and a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Another one for Gibbs. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This is complete to Gibbs. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. He has the first over the middle. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dolphins 14.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's brought down at the 31.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock.
Brings up third
It's the
and
Dolphins with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Achan reels it in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Tua now from the gun. Quick slant to Samuel. And they make the tackle at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
1st and 10.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Tua again. He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Here's Tagovailoa again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Sticking to the air. It's Tagovailoa. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Completes this one to Chase. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Complete here to Bowers. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
So the rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Coming right is Gibbs. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's Jefferson. He's got it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. Into the hands of Gibbs. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friends are reliable tight ends. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass-catching running back.
Stroud now on 4th down. He's got it near the 8. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, Kay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Here's A-Chain running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Dragons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give him a first down. It's Gibbs on the carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage. Finds his man Chase. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Is in. Touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Dolphins ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one complete to Whittington. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Broke through the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll give them a first down. They kick the running back in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. On play action, here's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, Stroud. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Stroud now. This throw is cupped. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stroud. He's on the move, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons keep running away with this. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. Return's looking good so far. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tua now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Able to get it to Franklin. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Has a big hole left. Runs it in for the touchdown. The Dragons running them out of the building. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead.
17.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
And a Tokyo first down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
A give to Gibbs. Jukes out off to the races, middle of the field. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown. The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Back out runs their offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Has it, man. It's Achan. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Tua setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Dragons are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now, 1st round. Complete here to Bowers. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense getting set to go. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. 1st down, here's Tua. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Can't handle the hot throw there as it winds up incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing again, here's Tua. This finds Franklin. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Here's Tua again. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
13 yards. That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Able to find Achan.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh no, they get him yet again! Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Dragons take possession on his 13th INT of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Now Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.